The Gander Outdoor Truck Series. We have the final race of the regular season coming our way here today. Gonna start 15th after our qualifying efforts. We already clinched the regular season title entering this race. So now it's just a matter of trying to get extra playoff points in the next race. So we'll obviously be going for the win, which is worth 5. Then each stage win would be worth 1 additional playoff point. So here we go, starting right where we qualified. Middle of the field, we've got the steering wheel for this race today. The green flag is in the air here at Michigan. And here we go for the regular season finale for the Truck Series. 20 laps in stage number 1. Quickly getting just a heck of a restart down to the inside, taking it 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. Still 3 wide, left side tires down below the yellow line on the apron. No penalty for going below the apron to make passes. Here at Michigan, that is just at Daytona and Talladega. And quickly we are looking for the lead. 3 wide already for the lead on the opening lap of the race. We're going to get a push from behind now from Stuart Friesen. Friesen going to try to push us to the lead here at Michigan. Heck of a bump trap. And Haley Deegan's going to lead lap 1 here at MIS. So just a pretty good start to the race. Matt Crafton though still looking for the lead, and now Crafton gets to the inside of Deegan. Side by side down the back straightaway now. Aggressive side drafting on the second lap of this 100-lap race. 200 miles to decide the winner here today. First of 2 races on a doubleheader Saturday.
Hold your line, say hi.
Didn't want to get the push that time from Friesen, not in the middle of the corner on the outside there. So that's quickly going to drop us back to 3rd as we go down below the apron here, cutting the tri-oval down. Looking to go side by side with Harrison Burton for 2nd into turn 1. We do. We don't have a great angle at it. And our contact is made with Burton as we run him up the racetrack.
Stay on the bottom.
That's what Crafton wanted to see. Out of his rear view mirrors, it's going to allow him to pull away from us now.
Stay on the bottom here.
Back to the inside again, driving it really, really deep into turn 3, but I think we're driving it a little too deep there. And it's just costing us a ton of time. Friesen's going to get to the outside as we go back down to the apron again. Here comes Todd Gilliland. He was looking to thread it up the middle. He decided not to. He ducks behind us on the inside of the track now as we get tight in the middle of 1 and 2 again. Almost getting into the side of Stuart Friesen. And now a bump draft here from behind from Todd Gilliland down the back straightaway. Little bump draft here that's going to help us. We're going to get out ahead of Friesen, a little bit of teamwork going there. The 2 Toyota drivers, although we are not teammates. Harrison Burton now looking for the race lead on Matt Crafton. Burton to the inside into turn 1 on Crafton. All these points on the line here for the final race of the regular season. Oh, so crucial for all those drivers trying to make it in on points. Only 3 different winners so far in the season. Clay Greenfield at Dover, Stuart Friesen at Atlanta, and we've won every other race outside of that. Crafton runs all the way up against the wall here. He's going to get a ton of straightaway speed this time. But Harrison Burton's already getting clear with the slide job on the bottom of the track. Burton leads his first lap of the race. They already have had 3 different leaders in this one. On 4 lead changes. Again, Crafton to the top side of the track, and we're going to fairly clear him now as he's going to give us a push down to that straightaway. A little bit of a bump draft here once again as we close the gap on Harrison Burton, the race leader right now. Went down to the bottom of the track that does kind of block us off here for the short time. And really try our best here, getting a huge run on him now through the tri-oval. Side by side into turn 1. Driving it in deep here, a big slide job move. In turns 1 and 2, Burton gonna try the crossover. And looking for the block, was digging that time. Contact is made, and here comes Burton back once again. Accidental contact at that, and here comes Crafton now, closing in from behind. Crafton jumps to the inside. He's going to look to follow the 18 truck of Harrison Burton. Another huge run now through the tri-oval to the back bumper. Looking on the outside again in turns 1 and 2.
Stay high, stay high.
Sidetracking now for second with Matt Crafton.
Stay high, stay high.
And a caution will fly now for the first time here tonight. So we get our first yellow of the race. Michael Maxwell, hello. So first caution has flown here in stage number 1. We were only on lap number 8, but we were getting very racy pretty much from the drop of the green flag as we quickly led lap 1 despite starting 15th. So here we go once again. Green flag back in the air here at Michigan. See if we can get as good of a restart as what we did last time. Quickly taking it 3 wide to the inside of the racetrack. We're going to come up the track now to clear both Harrison Burton and Matt Crafton on the opening lap of this restart now, as we're already just past halfway through stage 1. See if they might be able to close the gap on us here. We're at that point where the longer laps, or the more laps I should say, we have on these tires, the better we are versus the rest of the field. And we'll see if anybody can maybe make a run at us here in the closing laps of stage number 1. Already only 8 to go. Not sure how the pit stops are going to work out in this race, so I'll have to see if we'll maybe have some takers onto pit road at the end of stage 1. I don't think anybody pitted there. We were super early into the stage. And we are slightly pulling away now. Oh, drove it in a little too deep there in turns 3 and 4. Gotta be careful of that. Todd Gilliland, though, doing a great job holding on to second here. Austin Hill in third. Enfinger fourth. Harrison Burton fifth. Crafton restarted in second. Fell out of the top 5. And even the leader on the restart of Harrison Burton has fallen all the way back to 5th already. Just a matter of a couple laps. So 2 of the fastest trucks in the field outside of us fell back on the restart. They're trying to work their way back to the front. Every point so vital here. We got drivers on the bubble coming into this race trying to make it into the playoffs. Quickly, only 6 to go now. Great corner through turns 1 and 2. Usually I run the top side of the racetrack at most tracks, but I feel like here in the truck series, at least at Michigan, we're going to be running the bottom quite often. Michigan, for the most part, is a one-groove track. You can run really any lane, but I think the fastest way is around the bottom of the track. We've been running the corners in a little too deep at times, as you saw just right there as well. Got to keep those left side tires off the apron. Truck is handling perfectly. I just keep overdriving the corners just a little bit. So although we're already well locked into the postseason, We have been since we won that opening race at Daytona. We've gotten multiple wins throughout the course of the season, and we locked up the regular season title in the last race at Eldora a couple nights ago. Again, it's just a matter of trying to get as many playoff points as possible now right before the playoffs start at Bristol in the next race. 4 to go in stage 1, so we're 4 laps away from getting one of those playoff points already. I think, man, I just don't know what's going on with those guys like Harrison Burton and Crafton. I mean, battling, I would assume Crafton's still in the top 10 with how great he started this race, but Harrison Burton's still back in 5th, fighting ever so hard there for 4th. He just passed Austin Hill now for the 4th spot. And as we now have 3 to go. Second race of our doubleheader will be later this afternoon. It will be the Xfinity race at Charlotte. Full race live stream coming your way later on today. That race will be ran with the steering wheel as well. Enfinger now up to second here. 2 to go in the stage. I mean, just look at the intervals between second all the way back to 4th. Another reason why we're pulling away quite a bit right now is because of the fact that all those guys are battling so hard with each other here with only a couple laps to go in the stage. So we'll get to see who the 8 drivers will be fighting for a championship in the Truck Series playoffs here on this season of NASCAR Heat 4. After the race concludes. Get to see how the tire wear is looking right now. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go in stage number 2. So as far as the tires go, there shouldn't be a lot of tire wear here today at Michigan. But 18 laps, we're going to be right on the border of making it on fuel or not to the end of stage 2 from where we're at right now. So just going to try to get to the green-white checker flag here. Pulling out to an 8-second lead on Enfinger here. Stage 1 will conclude. Haley Deegan wins it as they battle for second on behind us, coming back to the line. So we'll have 80 laps to go in the race as of right now. 2 stages left. The next stage will be 20 laps as well. And we're going to be right on the bubble of making it on fuel if we stay out here. But we're going to want to see what everybody behind us is going to do. So it looks like everybody else is going to pit here. They're not going to risk it. And Johnny Sauter looks like he'll try to risk it. Probably stay out. He's going to be on older tires if he does that, though. Mason Macy staying out as well. Everybody finished on the lead lap in stage 1. So we're going to pit as well. Only need 3/4 of a tank of fuel here. And so we won the race off of pit road because Johnny Sauter and Mason Macy stayed out of the pits. So here we go on the restart. The opening start of the race was crazy. Let's see if this will be as well. Green flag is back in the air here at Michigan. Got to make sure we don't beat the leaders back to the line. But another great restart here for Haley Deegan. We have been on the money getting through the shifts here on the restart so far. And 3 wide now into turn 1 as Enfinger looked to follow us to the bottom of the racetrack. And Grant Enfinger now is up to second off the exit of turn 2. Another great jump. Oh, drove it in way, way too deep there. Man, I knew it as soon as we entered the corner. It's going to cost me a little bit of time, and I'm sure Enfinger was definitely able to run through 3 and 4 a lot better than we were. So he might have a lot more straightaway speed coming. Harrison Burton quickly back up to 3rd again. We know he's got a fast truck in this one. Just trying to maintain our gap here in front of the race leaders as of right now. Trying not to drive it in deep here into turns 3 and 4 once again. A lot better of a job that time through. But Enfinger will continue to close the gap here as we try to break the draft through the tri-oval. Trying to hold our distance. 15 to go in stage number 2. Sliding up the track just a little bit, but we still ran a pretty good corner for the most part here. Enfinger is coming. I think it's only a matter of time before he tries to challenge us for the lead. There goes Burton around the outside of the track in third. It might open the door up behind him for Austin Hill to get on by. They're 3 wide back there for third now at the line as Deegan leads another lap. Grant Enfinger is close to our back bumper once again here. Enfinger's going to go down to the bottom here as we try to block through turns 1 and 2. Doing a great job holding them back there, at least for right now. Drove it in a little too deep again. And as we push up the track, that's going to be just enough for Grant Enfinger to get on through. Coming up close now as we try to side draft off of him. And no, Enfinger just going to clear us. And here comes Austin. We got more of a draft behind us, though, with Austin Hill. We're going to be able to fight back on Enfinger to the bottom of the track now through turns 1 and 2. Big slide job move, and Deegan quickly able to take the race lead back once again. Austin Hill up to second behind. The short runs have been very, very racy for the lead. Drove it in a little too deep in 3 and 4 again. Trying to get the truck to stick on the bottom of the track, and here comes Hill closing back to the back bumper again. And now look at the top side as Burton going to have a head of steam now through the tri-oval. Not able to get on by Austin Hill, at least not yet. Slowly start to slip back here once again. We've got the possibility here to lead every single lap in the stage as we ride along now on the in-truck cam. Austin Hill just trying to run us back down again here. He had a couple opportunities to pass us. We did a great job, but now we run it in a little too deep in 3 and 4 once again. It seems like we've been a lot better in turns 1 and 2 than what we have in turns 3 and 4. I'm not sure why I'm not really able to get that corner down. And now we have 10 laps to go in the stage as we're halfway home in stage 2. Little higher line through turns 1 and 2. Harrison Burton now up to second. He's just past Austin Hill. And here comes Burton. Again, we know he's got a fast truck. Maybe he's got a great opportunity to catch us. Burton is there, 9 to go. That was a perfect corner that time. Really stayed hooked to that yellow line. We hit the apex about as perfect as you possibly can. As there is a truck off the pace up ahead, it looks like. Hopefully he can get down on the pit road here. Actually, I don't think he's off the pace. I don't know. Not sure why he's so far back from the next closest truck, but it looks like he's running on the pace. Harrison Burton again just trying to hold on here, about a half second back off the lead. Again, we ran really good through turns 1 and 2. I don't know. I mean, he's not off the pace because he's staying on the top side of the racetrack and he's not blowing up or anything. He's just very slow. So we are going to catch that lap truck here before the end of the stage. And it could be one of the drivers. It might be Mason Macy. Because remember, he did not pit at the end of the stage. Neither did Johnny Sauter. So on older tires, they were probably fading way, way back. Yeah, I'm sure it's Mason Macy. Getting a little tight. Turns 1 and 2 there, but we stay in the gas and we're running strong. We're going to catch this lap truck here. Hopefully it doesn't get in our way. Because again, Harrison Burton still holding on. He's only about a second behind us. We go to the outside of Macy here. Caught him in a good spot, so going to get on by him pretty quickly now. 6 laps to go. We are a second and a half ahead of Burton. Enfinger not too far behind either, only 2 seconds back in the race lead in third. Todd Gilliland just behind him, 2.5 seconds back in fourth. Austin Hill in fifth, just less than 3 seconds back. That was a good corner there at the 3 and 4. We did practice for about 7 laps here before the start of the race. Tried to really find the best line, and caution will fly now for the second time here this afternoon. So second caution of the race, and it comes with only, I believe, 5 laps to go in the stage. 5 or 6 laps left, so we're only going to have a couple laps to go when we restart. Johnny Sauter's going to pit, so is Mason Macy. Macy does get the free pass, though, with the yellow. And we are going to have a 2-lap restart. I don't think Sauter's going to be able to drive through the field that quickly from the back to the front in 2 laps, but it is a 2-mile track, so we'll see here. 4 miles to decide the finish of the stage. Green flag back in the air here at Michigan. Once again, who will win stage number 2? Restarts have been pretty wild, but most of the field on older tires right now, and we'll have to see how this is going to go. Again, I mean, we've nailed every single start/restart in this race. And it continues once again right there. Trying to hang it full throttle now through turns 3 and 4. We're going to get out of the gas in the middle of the corner. I didn't feel confident we were going to be able to hold it that time. Great jump, though. Almost a 1-second lead already. White flag in the air now at stage number 1. Getting out of the gas on the corner here. Truck's getting really tight. Didn't want to get up into the fence there off of turn 2. We're going to try to run it clean. Still about 0.7 of a second ahead of Harrison Burton. So the green-white checker flag in the air again. Haley Deegan, after winning stage 1, she will now go on and win stage number 2 here at Michigan. A good start to this race, getting 2 playoff points. As far as the 10 points for the regular season, it doesn't really matter much because we already clinched the regular season title, but playoff points are important here. So obviously Sauter and Macy will stay out of the pits once again. Spencer Boyd brought out that second caution of the race. It looks like his day is done. and his hopes of making the playoffs might be done as well, because I don't think he's in a position to make it on points. So he probably had the win coming into this race today. Natalie Decker in 9th. I mean, she's having a solid finish to the regular season these last 3 or 4 races, but I don't think that's going to be enough here unless she can get the win. So we're going to pit. We won the race off the pit road once again. Pit crew showing some speed of their own here in this one. Johnny Sauter will lead us back to the green flag here. So the green flag is in the air once again here at Michigan. 57 laps to go in the race here today. Almost halfway home. Another great restart here on the inside of the track, and that's probably been another reason why we have had great restarts. We've been on the inside every single time, and have never had to restart on the top. And only 2 cautions so far in the race. We pitted for 4 tires twice, so we still do have 2 more full sets of tires for the rest of the race. Harrison Burton quickly was able to get up into the 2nd position here. We're going to lead the opening lap under green in stage 3. 56 laps to go as we're back up to speed here at MIS. My home track for the Cup Series. We just raced at my home track though for the Truck Series in the great state of Ohio. Burton closes the gap a little bit here through turns 3 and 4. But we're doing a great job of our own here, trying to hold on with every closing lap. Matt Crafton now back up to 3rd again, so the 3 fastest trucks throughout the course of the race today are running 1, 2, 3 here at Michigan. We're trying to run full throttle now through turns 3 and 4. We checked up out of the gas slightly, and Burton beats us back to the gas as we're in the wall. Now hit from behind by Crafton. And caution will fly for the 3rd time here today. Probably should have just checked up out of the gas, and we have heavy, heavy damage now. Caution will fly with 54 to go here in stage 3. 3rd of the race. We are involved in this one. And we are going to have to pit now to repair damage on the truck. Only other drivers pitting right now are Mason Macy once again and Rafael Assard because they're at the rear of the field. So here we go, green flag back in the air once again here at Michigan. .51 to go in the race.
Still there. Careful, still there.
Down on the inside of the racetrack. Very tight here, 3 wide through turns 1 and 2 already. Just trying to work our way back up through the field once again here. And again, another great restart. And again, it might be virtue to just having the inside line here. Very good possibility. Now we get a bump draft here from behind from, it's like the 7 truck, Corbin Forrester. But that didn't help us at all. In fact, it kind of hurt us. Sorry, it was Todd Gilliland. Never mind that Corbin Forrester. Didn't realize how Gilliland fell that far back. Down to the outside. Look at Burton. Shuffled out of line again on another restart here. We ran the top side from 1 and 2 there. Look at the straightaway speed we're going to get because of it. To the inside, Troy Greenfield. Into turns 3 and 4. Brett Moffitt in the 24. He's falling back through the field now as well.
Still there. 24 still there. Got 1 out. Still there. 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 Still there. Got
they'll continue to alternate through the cameras here in this one. Again, down to the inside of the track, barely got to clear Shelton Creed in the middle of the corner. I believe we got a truck on the outside of us right now of Ross Chastain, and that is true. There he is. Trying to side draft him here, pulling his momentum back here towards the end of the straightaway. Now to the inside of Natalie Decker, and we're back up to 7th once again. And now our 4th caution of the race will fly with 48 laps to go. So 4th caution of the race. Jordan Anderson's going to hit pit road here. Macy again, as well as Myatt Snyder now. Can run about 34 laps on a full tank of fuel roughly, so we are still going to be well short on fuel here if we had to pit that time. So cautions starting to breed other cautions here. It's a good NASCAR scene, and that is the fact here once again. Green flag back in the air once again here at Michigan, and quickly down to the inside. We try to nail it another time. Enfinger, Crafton, side by side, now 3 wide for the lead, entering turn 1 with Deegan on the bottom of the track, and we're going to clear everybody now in the middle of the corner. And now we're going to get to see here if Enfinger can try to fight right back. So Deegan back out in front here, once again at Michigan. Again, we'll have 4 cautions so far here today. And trying to do as good of a job as he can here, holding on to 2nd. He's got Hungry Trucks, Austin Hill, Matt Crafton still freezing now. There's some Burton's falling outside of the top 5 once again. We tried to sweep the race, winning both stages and the race. We won both stages already. Still only 1 truck is DNF. And will not finish this one. Oh man, way down to the apron. A loose moment there in 3 and 4. Crafton and Austin Hill are on the top side. For 3 and 4 there. Lost a little bit of time now. Lead is down to about a 2nd. And I'm sure the cautions still are not done in this one. Had 4 in just about the first half, a little over the first half of the race. 1 in the first stage, 1 in the second, so far 2 here in the 3rd final stage already. Remember, if Christian Eckes does not make the playoffs here, he almost won that last race at Eldora. Me and him were battling back and forth the entire race pretty much, whether it was for 3rd in stage 1 for the win in stage 2 and also for the win at the end of the race. And it was very, very great racing. We were the only 2 trucks to finish on the lead lap. It was only a 49-minute race as well as we went caution free. The last 2 races we had gone on the channel have gone under an hour. As Pocono was only 51 minutes. There's 1 caution in that race. Here at Michigan today, so far 4 cautions. I'm sure this will be a race once again because of the fact that we've had that many cautions already in this one. So interesting to see how we're going to try to split this final stage. Again, we can run about 34 laps on a full tank of fuel. And currently we are going to come to the line for 39 laps to go at this point. Crafton back up to second now. Harrison Burton still not in the top 5. Kind of though holding on to the corner, even though we drove it in pretty deep there. Really working that steering wheel that time as well as the throttle. There is no brake time in the corners here, Michigan, especially in the truck series. These tires though can last roughly, I'd say pretty close to 40 of laps. I mean, these tires are going to last the majority of a fuel run. We'll go back to the in-truck camp for the final time today at the stripe this time. Fastest lap of the race is a 40.105. Not sure exactly when I ran that lap, but I do know that that's the fastest lap we have ever run in the truck series here at Michigan. Pretty good to see. .35 to go. We've only hit one truck in lap traffic all day today. The cautions have not been really far spaced out whatsoever. Longest green flag run we have had in this thing is 13 laps. We went green with 45 laps to go this last time, so we're closing in on the longest green flag run of the race, even though it's not long whatsoever. Two lap trucks up ahead. We're going to catch them here within another couple laps. 2 to 3 laps if I had to estimate. Largy's leading the race so far right now, just under 10 seconds. Now it's up to 10 seconds on Grant Enfinger with 32 to go. This truck we're going to catch here is going to be Parker Kligerman in the 31st position. He's got a little bit of damage on the front of his truck. That could be costing him a lot of time right now, which is probably why he's back in 31st. Currently the last truck that is still running on the racetrack. The outside now for turns 1 and 2 here as we just try to get around the live traffic. Mason Macy's done everything he possibly could in this race. He's pitted a lot. He's only got 2 tires left that he can pit with. So now we're about a quarter of the track ahead of Grant Enfinger right now. We are really pulling away with this one. We're just trying to stay green to the end here. 29 laps to decide the finish of the race here. We're running right now. We do have to pit one more time. And when will that be exactly? I'm not sure. We're going to just try to run to the end of this tank here before we hit pit road. Cautions have really taken a lot of the strategy out of this race for the most part. So far we have dominated the race. We have by far led the most laps, won the first 2 stages, and now just looking to finish this race off. A great corner there for turns 3 and 4. Haven't lapped a lot of trucks in this one. And most trucks that have been a lap down at one point in time. Only 19 trucks on the lead lap. We got another 2 just ahead of us here. It looks like Gus Dean and Johnny Sauter go to the outside in turns 1 and 2 to get around them. 3 wide off the outside of the corner, getting a little tight there, but we're going to make it work. And no contact is necessary. Under the apron again there for 3 and 4, getting a little loose. Especially with as worn out as our tires are right now. quarter of a century mark here left in this race. We're 3/4 of the way home with 25 to go. Rhodes, Greenfield, side by side, just in front of us. Quickly now down the back straightaway to the inside. Going to clear both before we get into turn 3. So we did catch at least those two trucks in a good spot when we caught them 3 wide. Probably the best spot possible on the racetrack. Down the back straightaway and clearing them easily before they even get into the corner. Back to the regular cam now for the rest of the race here for the final 24 laps of this one.
Still there. All right, you're clear.
Trying to split right up the middle between Moffitt and Creed.
Still there.
And there we go. Now only 12 trucks on the lead lap. 22.5 second lead on Matt Craft, and Harrison Burton is back into the top 5 and is currently in 4th. Right in front of his teammate Todd Gilliland. There's Christian Eckes in 12th here, the rookie, trying to make the playoffs.
Careful, still there.
And his rookie season here in the Truck Series. 20% Tyler left on the right front here. Only run about another 5 laps on fuel, so the tires do make it the entirety of the fuel run, that is for certain. Just a matter of trying to run the gas tank as high as possible, really. You have a little over a half-track lead on Crafton. How about this? It has been a good one so far. Get around Natalie Decker and Jordan Anderson now, so only 9 trucks on the lead lap. Decker's barely trying to hold on to 10th. Anderson moves to the bottom though now. Trying to get around her. That to be the first truck 1 lap down on the racetrack right now is going on behind us. We're a couple laps away from green flag pit stops. 21 laps to go. We have not had green flag pit stops yet in this race today. But we are about to get them real soon here. The rest of the leaders have not pit yet. We'll have to see how that's going to go. We're going to stay on it again this time by, and we'll likely end up hitting the following lap.
See if we can manage our tire wear a little, okay? Looking inside now. All clear. All right, we need fuel. Let's pit now. 20 laps to go.
20 laps to go here at Michigan. Enfinger is now taking over second from Crafton. His teammate there,
Got room. You're clear then.
We are going to pit this time by. I don't think we're going to be able to make it another lap on fuel beyond this one. 9 trucks currently on the lead lap. And we will be the first driver to hit pit road here. Sorry, second driver to hit pit road. Got to make sure we don't speed. We did not. And there we go. So on to pit road we go. I was fine with locking the tires because we're going to change all 4 tires this time by anyway. So here comes the 4-tire stop. .5 second was the estimated stop. 15.4 seconds is what we actually go at. We did not lose the lead, at least not yet. Enfinger's still currently in second. He's on pit road. Jordan Anderson, who pitted I believe he was the first truck on pit road. Maybe no, he still got a pit yet. So Anderson's still got a pit. He is now up to second. So the rest of the leaders here coming off of pit road. So we did a great job not only getting on pit road, but having another quick stop as well. Even though we didn't necessarily need a quick stop. Did a good job here. Let's see if Jordan Anderson will hit pit road this time. Give up the second position here. He pitted under the last caution, so he could probably go a little longer than what we could. But he definitely won't make it to the finish. So again, stuck in lap traffic here. Once Jordan Anderson comes onto pit road, the field will have cycled through. It's the last driver that hasn't pit yet. But if he can hope for a quick caution, I mean, maybe that could be the best possibility for him going forward. Snyder's going to go a lap down now. 9 trucks on the lead lap currently. With 17 laps to go. Still do have one more set of tires we can still pit with. We have about a 30-second lead on Enfinger in third. Again, he would be the second place running driver on the track once Anderson pits. Having a great battle there with his teammate Matt Crafton for the position there. As you can see, their intervals only about a tenth of a second apart from each other. Oh man, Chastain looked to the inside. It looked like on Todd Gilliland that time. I think it was Gilliland. It's kind of hard to tell from here. They were looking to go 3 wide, and now heavy lap traffic here. Into 3 and 4. Chastain moved to the middle. We're stuck behind the lap truck of Reune. So we get a little tight here. Oh my goodness. Now down to the inside as we quickly checked up out of the gas. And then quickly dove to the bottom now. We try to catch Chastain and put him a lap down. Getting very racy here with the lap traffic right now as we go to the top side now for turns 1 and 2. So give us a run down the back straightaway on Chastain. Getting his draft as well. Here we come. We got a really big run on him to the inside now into turns 3 and 4. Left side tires down on the apron. We got a great battle going on with the 45 truck. He is doing everything he can right now to just stay on the lead lap. 14 laps to go. How long can he hold on? How long can Anderson hold on here before he has to pit? One driver that's DNF'd in this race. Trucks on the lead lap. Now 13 to go. Again, this is only the first race of 2 on a doubleheader Saturday. To go. Crafton's up to 3rd now. Passed Enfinger a couple laps ago, and in fact, Harrison Burton now catching up to Grant Enfinger. Jennifer Jo Cobb right in our way as we get out of the gas down the back straightaway. He's closing right there. Jason Macy pulls right in front of us. Contact with Macy. It was a little bit of a sketchy moment going right up the middle through two lap trucks. We show everybody battling for every position with 11 laps to go now. Not only in the race, but 11 to go in the regular season. And Anderson has now hit pit road. He lost a lap that last time through, so Crafton's now back up to second, about a little less than 31 seconds off the lead. Everybody hoping for another caution at this point. Ten to go. Just hoping we stay green to the finish now. Making an easy coast now to the finish of the race, if that would be the case. Oh, slight contact now with Forrester down the back straightaway. Man, this has not been a clean finish to the race for us. We've been getting into a lot of sketchy moments. Stuart Friesen, remember he's locked into the playoffs. He's currently in 7th right now. He got a win in the second race of the year at Atlanta on a last lap pass, which turns 3 and 4 on us. Chastain came into this race second in points. He's trying to hold on to that spot. He should likely lock himself in on points to the end of the race here. And having a good day. He's got stage points throughout the first two stages and going good. 6 trucks currently on the lead lap. If the caution comes out, the field pits, you can bet we're going to pit too. 8 to go now. We've seen some crazy restarts in this race today, despite the fact we have had a good jump on the restarts every single time. And we have restarted on the inside every time as well, so that definitely helps.
Stay on the bottom. Alright, you're clear then.
Trying to close the race off. Seven laps left to the finish. A very big lead here on Matt Crafton. Slightly pulling away from his teammate Enfinger for third. Moving in a little too deep in 3 and 4 there. Not really going to cost us a lot of time. I mean, we got a big lead. It's just a matter of trying to quickly get to the white flag before a caution comes out. 6 to go now. As we look to win yet another consecutive race here to close out the regular season with Haley Deegan. Every race consecutively since after the Dover race. Quite amazing. I believe that was the 6th race of the year. Down to the inside, 3 wide, down to 3. Then get by Austin Hill. We're closing the gap on Todd Gilliland, who is the 5th place truck now just ahead of us. Austin Hill, first truck 1 lap down right now. 5 to go in the 3rd and final stage of the race. Trying to pick to see where we're going to go through the lap traffic here. As the 75 kind of ran up the track just a little bit. Still going to clear Gilliland off of turn 2. Start getting a little loose there. Now only 4 trucks on the lead lap. Off of turn 4 now to the line. We will have 4 laps to go at Michigan. don't think it'll happen, but we do have a chance here to put a lap on the entire field. I don't think we're going to quite get to Crafton. Good chance we're going to get to Harrison Burton, who is in 4th right now. Actually had a good battle with Enfinger. He's only about a half second behind Grant. Burton, you can see, moves to the top side once again here. A few laps to go now in the regular season. Oh, car to the wall off of turn 4. Huge wreck. It takes out the leaders. Enfinger involved. It looked like Johnny Sauter caused it. So with 4 laps to go, a caution will fly once again here at Michigan. And that will force overtime. Wow. Grant Enfinger gets caught up while running in 3rd. And it looks like the other guys are staying out right now. We're going to stay out as well. Todd Gilliland will get the free pass. 5 trucks back on the lead lap, and here we go. We should have the best truck to the finish still with everybody, or sorry, with nobody pitting under that caution. So the green flag will be back in the air. We have overtime here at Michigan. 2 laps to go now to decide the finish of the race. Can we get back to the white flag? So another good jump on the restart there. Crafton quickly pulls down in line in front of Harrison Burton. Enfinger stayed out of the pits, but I'm sure he's got a ton of damage here. But he's just trying to hold off everybody he can, because the end of the regular season is a lap and a half away. A little bit in a little too deep again there in 3 and 4, but we're good. We're pulling away as we try to get back up to speed. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go here at Michigan.
White flag, bring it home.
So we're going to pass the scheduled distance in this race here, but we are going to get to the end here. Hopefully under green. Got about a 2-second lead on Crafton. Enfinger still trying to hold on for 3rd on Harrison Burton. Top 5, we're going to finish on the lead lap here in this one. The checkered flag will fly off of turn 4. Haley Deegan picks up win number 14 on the season.
Great job, driver.
A dominating regular season here for the 19 team. We get the win once again. And this time at Michigan here with a ton of momentum entering the postseason. Victory burnout celebration here. Pull it into victory lane. 62 minutes total time in this race. We got the win in overtime here in Michigan. Pretty decent race. We had some good battles periodically throughout the course of this one. So by a wide margin, you can see we won the regular season title. But the 8 drivers that will be in the postseason here is going to be obviously Haley Deegan winning the regular season championship in the most races on the season as well. Ross Chastain will point his way in. Matt Crafton points his way in. Stuart Friesen, he would have made it on points, but he got a win as well at Atlanta. That definitely helped him out. Harrison Burton will lock himself in on points as well. And Brett Moffitt will also lock himself in on points. Clay Greenfield got a win at Dover earlier in the year, surprising everybody. So he is in the playoffs as well. So the final spot on points will be Grant Enfinger, making it to the postseason here. He got in that wreck, and by 10 points, he knew he had to stay out of the pits because that was the only way he was going to be able to make it into the postseason here with Gilliland being in the top 5. So it was a close call. Enfinger almost missed the playoffs. By 10 points, he will get in over the guy he beat in this race by a couple positions. So that is going to be the finish of this one. So for more NASCAR daily content, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, the commentary, or the race in general, hit the like button down below. I'll see you guys in another one later today. Also, a predictions video for the Las Vegas Cup race for tomorrow coming up. I'll catch you then. See you next time.